Our game right now that is being set up, the next one, between ChurchnSarge and Dragus.
I really like Church's display pick here.
Is that him?
I think it's him.
Pretty good.
It's very stylish.
I mostly know ChurchnSarge from doing like AGDQ tech.
Yeah, he works over there, but once upon a time he was a mystery guy back in Mystery Tournament 8, and then in recent years has rekindled a love of mystery.
Yeah, I think it came kind of with the job, you know? Like you restream, you do the finals, and then you go, oh man, that looks fun.
And it did look fun. Hold on. Nothing stops me from coming back, doing a couple matches.
And that's what got me hooked. Watching top 8 of MT12. I was like, oh, that looks fun.
Dragus, 27% win rate.
Yeah, both
5th
of them
card. Very similar.
not great, but pretty similar.
5th edition cards, win rates within 6%.
Dragus's avatar looks like some alternate universe Cloud Strife.
Yeah.
This is where he went to school instead of soldier.
I just kind of assumed it was Cloud Strife, but then like ignored all the other details that are anything but. I was probably like, he probably just shows up like that in Kingdom Hearts or something. That's what I said. They just change anyone they want in that game.
It's one of the mini games in Rebirth. Remake has you dress up as a girl. Rebirth has you dress up as a nerd.
Huh.
I haven't played Rebirth. It's not a spoiler.
I mean, Squall shows up in that game, and they just call him Leon. They're like, that's Leon. They don't even blink.
Okay.
Like, yeah, whatever. His full name is Squall, like, Lionheart or something, I think.
One thing I want to point out, ChurchnSarge 25th in MT17. Is that all wins? Has ChurchnSarge gone 0-2 every other MT except 4-2 in one of them?
The most recent or what? Well, I guess not the most.
Not quite, but like that's crazy. What a run!
Popped off on that one.
This song is also cool.
The Witch in the 100 Night.
Reminds me a little of what's the game called with the dubstep? Shantae.
What?
It's got dubstep in the OST.
Okay.
I'm not saying that this is the music that reminds me of the dubstep, but it's just how I remember Shantae for having kind of very unusual music for the theme.
I don't even know which game has the dubstep.
I
don't think it's the first 3.
It's one of the newer remake ones.
Okay.
It's really good. I should put it on sometime. But like I said, the Lizards too. Both of these probably have a win and a loss. Yes. No buys here. ChurchnSarge. Guru Logic Champs. What's that?
Was that the...
Oh, it's
Solomon's Key?
No. That's the one which is like that other freeware puzzle with the moon. The puzzle where you like shoot blocks.
Build the picture out of the block.
Yeah. And this is like the GBA probably inspiration for the freeware game we've seen.
Got it. Does Maurice remember what Hot Heat Reset is?
Hot Heat Reset. Oh god, I've seen this game 5 times already. Hold on.
This is the 3rd time I'm going to explain to you what this game is.
Hot Heat Reset.
You never listened?
No, I know. It's the one where the goal kills you.
Yeah.
It's just a bad name. What do you mean Hot Heat Reset?
Hot Heat Reset.
It's Ice Puzzle Blow Up. That's what it should be called.
I kind of like the name for the style and aesthetic, everything.
The Hot Heat, yeah. The alliteration. The game was very like fast-paced, and alliterations always fit for that kind of.
It glows red hot, and things explode.
You reset after the goal kills you.
A lot. There's a lot of resetting. That belongs in the title. Dragus was defeated by that one guy in Castlevania Bloodlines.
Good game.
For the Genesis. Well, I think one of the only, maybe the only Castlevania on the Genesis. I can't. Maybe they put Rondo on there later. I forget. But it's, to me, it's the Genesis Castlevania. You can play as a guy with a spear instead of the classic guy with a whip. And it's got great music, a couple of nifty visual effects, very silly monster design. And I think it was a convincing win, if I remember right.
I tried Googling for leaps. I didn't find anything.
Leaps!
I only find some really bad looking mobile ad game.
What if I go to SRL and type leaps?
I mean, I can also check the played games list.
I can tell you they beat the whole game in as fast as 32 minutes, 50 seconds.
And it's on Game Jolt. You know a game is old when it's on Game Jolt. What the hell is this?
It reminded someone of Cannibalt.
Yeah, I can see it. Or like Knit. But it seems to be an endless runner, so Cannibal is a really good comparison.
Impossible to sight read. Laggy scrolling plus color choices were harsh on the eyes. Ow, my eyes. 2 players got soft locked.
Seems like a high quality game.
Red enemies plus brown background plus scrolling makes your eyes hurt. 3 out of 8 racers complained about their eyes. Well, there you go. That was that game. Maybe that's all anyone should know about that game. Right now, our racers should know nothing about this upcoming game.
Yeah, the upcoming game crashed for one of them. I saw the Love crash screen. Love is the engine I used for my games. And most recently very famous for being the engine Balatro uses.
Oh.
And it's a bad sign when the game crashes to like a scripting error, you know? Like we saw in, you weren't there, in Picket something. A Pico 8 game, which was kind of snaky in a way. And I think it was Jal who pushed like a person off the map, and the game was not ready for that one. It was a crazy move.
The first line of this pastebin says it's a single-screen platformer with really bold all caps, tight controls.
Sounds good. Like Jumper. Jumper is a game I would call has very tight controls.
That game rules.
You can stop on a dime. Your jump is so like accurate every time.
I remember playing that game in like high school.
Yeah. I mean, that's a Medi game. Medi has been making really good games for a long time.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh, it's this little Flash game or whatever, and then like quickly getting completely engrossed, and my friends being like, why are you still playing that Flash game? And I'm like, it's so good.
It's also really hard.
And then I think you get to 3-4. For some reason, I think I remember exactly the level. 3-4.
I remember the train just handing my ass to me.
Isn't that Jumper 2?
Maybe it's Jumper 2.
I was gonna start drawing on the screen. It's just a grid of lasers, and some of them are yellow, and some of them are red. Which
yeah, red is okay.
There's an arrow inside every box.
I know.
And you jump around the maze.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
I was there for like 30 minutes.
I mean, that's not that long.
No, but like also think back to when you were playing Flash games in high school. Would you ever play a single level for 30 minutes? Hell no, there's 200 other games to mess around with.
You gotta play Pico's School, bro.
I didn't buy this. There's no stakes. There's no reason for me to finish. There's no storyline. There's no... I just wanted to, because it was tempting. Will this game live up to the legacy of Jumper that we've decided it inherits?
Because it has tight controls.
Because it has very tight controls.
That's all we know about it. I mean, I know it's a
I-
love game, which doesn't tell us much either.
I'll say the movement, it lists like D-pad and then also left analog stick. And I'm like, if you're talking about analog sticks in your tight platformer, it's like,
Yeah,
how tight can it be?
analog stick. There's a lot of games that
Like,
is only...
We had Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 64.
I know, I was thinking the same thing.
Paper Mario Color Splash.
It's a remix.
Funny.
Alright, wanna have a look at this game that is maybe a little like Jumper?
I'm ready.
Leaving the Tree.
I suddenly think maybe I've played this before.
Boop, 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 boop. Kind of like this song. Like a chill version of Rainbow. This is like after you finish, you do like an extra lap for the fans.
This is when you are out of your car, walking along, shaking hands with the other drivers.
The sun is
and
shining down.
Congratulating them on a wonderful race.
Yeah, they did a good job, but not as good as you did.
The triumphant, condescending handshake with all the losers.
Rainbow Sidewalk.
Yeah, strolling along on a Sunday morning. We'll see if this is the thing that I remember. There's a little bit more testing to be done to have all the games for Mystery Tournament 19. And I think if I can finish some of the things that I'm doing right now, maybe in the next week or so, I'll dust off my testing gloves that I wear for testing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do that. I need to hold the controller. But I think I'll play some stuff.
Alright, here we go. I didn't read the pace spin, but sure you did.
I read that first line. You can jump onto ledges by jumping into the ledge's wall and letting go of the jump button before getting to the top of the platform.
I saw that line and I stopped reading after that line. I was like, okay, I've heard enough.
You can grab ledges. Okay, this is different. It's not the one I remember. Get the thing. Go in the door. Thing opens door. It's really important to have control of your jump height. It's a platformer. Jump to drop from the tree on level 1. Okay, they got past that. That's basically it.
But can you not jump? No, you can jump.
You can jump.
You can jump.
It's a platformer.
Well, I don't know. There was something weird about the way you jump on ledges.
It's just like you can do a little like ledge grab, sort of.
What are the dots about?
You need all of them to open the exit door.
Oh, well then, yeah, Dragus. No, ChurchnSarge forgot some.
Doesn't look that way to me.
Oh, I was talking about the red dots.
I see. No, those are like flowers or something.
Oh, who cares about flowers?
Did miss one in the top left though. It's gonna need that.
Oh yeah.
Whoopsie.
Church, it's right there.
Oh, see, Dragus is doing the ledge thing. Yup, like that.
These enemies are so jiggly. I love them. They're not walking. They're jiggling.
They look like the Mad Dummy from Undertale.
They do a little bit, yeah.
Oh, players just jumping straight between those spikes at the start.
Jump.
You can touch the wall for a little wall slide, and then just fly up the wall, I guess.
The Atari duck from Homestar, yeah, they do.
Alright. So you can just wall jump, I guess. So funny that the pastebin lists you can control your jump height, but doesn't say, oh, and you have a wall jump. Or whatever this is. Maybe this is what you can jump onto ledges. Does it mean like the side of the side wall? thought it meant you could sort of pull yourself up near the top, but...
I think that's what it means. Like, let me get out my drawing pens. There's like a ledge here.
Yeah.
And then you come like this. Then you will just suddenly pop up there.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think that's what it's saying.
Then why doesn't it mention this thing where you can just go up the wall?
Well...
And also, isn't that going up the wall thing like very similar to pulling yourself up at the top?
I mean, not kind of similar, sure, but I don't think it's the same thing.
So it's counting deaths in the bottom left, but otherwise I don't think they really matter.
By the way, I'm a big fan of the seat cam down here. You could just kind of see you jump around and...
Have you seen the TASes of F-Zero GX or whatever?
No.
There has like your driver cam
in
the corner, and the TAS is doing such ridiculous things that the forces exerted on the car are so ridiculous that the portrait starts like violently vibrating everywhere. So these things serve as like checkpoints when you pick them up too. These little dots, which is nice. Or eggs or teardrops, whatever these things are. Drake is gonna pull one full level ahead. ChurchnSarge died to some spikes that came back with iframes and used them to drop through the spikes immediately after.
Pretty good. That's the kind of mystery intuition we're looking for. But don't turn my name into like a disease to describe something.
Something bad.
Yeah, forgetting a game that you definitely played. It's not a disease. It definitely doesn't have my name.
ChurchnSarge at the top. Again, just dying and using the iframes. I guess you kind of have to go this way. Whoa, this guy drops down. Look out. Dragus is going to go in through the winding path. I think you probably could have slipped in past these guys, but whatever. Leaving the last egg near the exit. It looks like you can't go neutral on a jump or something. I keep seeing the players sort of like jump out and then like wiggle to try to fall down on a specific place. Oh no, it looks like you can, but it takes some time to decelerate or whatever. Whoa. Dragus picked up a thing that changed the whole level.
When did Dragus get so far ahead?
Is just platforming a little bit better. ChurchnSarge will like, you know, make a distance away from the checkpoint and then jump and hit some spikes or something. And it's like a 5-second time loss or something. And it's just not the sort of thing happening to Dragus. It's gonna be a clear.
Do we know the number of levels? 25? What? Long race. I mean, I guess it's not.
We're on level 8 for Dragus. 7 minutes in.
Still, I feel like the levels are gonna get harder.
Maybe.
Like we're on a pace for 25 minutes, basically. That's worrisome to me.
Oh, ChurchnSarge snags the little thing, but has neglected to grab the thing on the left. This is the second time ChurchnSarge has tunnel visioned too hard and missed that there was a thing in the stage.
Yeah, you definitely want to collect them in like descending distance to the finish. Also because
Yeah.
of the way the checkpoints work.
Ideally, you first get into a stage and you kind of go like, okay, we're gonna go 1, and then the stage is gonna change because I guess we're doing that now, right? And it's gonna be like 2, 3 or something.
It's a little worrisome that the stage changes for your strategy.
Yeah.
I would have agreed if the stage didn't randomly change every time, apparently.
Alright. But it's pretty clear it's like, right?
Yeah. Like, basically just go to the nearest checkpoint.
Yep.
Unless you can definitely tell that, oh, this one is further away from the finish, so I should go there first. What else does the game say?
This game offers you choices sometimes of like, this is faster, but there's some spikes.
Yeah,
so you
like
could go the long way.
Top right in Dragus.
Yeah.
Very simple example.
So what's gonna happen when Dragus picks this up? Safe from the enemy below.
Wait, how do we... Oh, we just go in there. I thought it was walled off. This last one.
Let's just go in there.
It's so confusing that the level changes. There's no rhyme or reason to it. I don't like it.
I can't tell if it's like flipping back and forth between the same 2 or whatever. So far, that doesn't matter at all. One new place has opened up, go there.
It would... Like, it wouldn't bother me in a race, because as a result of this happening, I would just stop thinking about the path beyond the current one I'm going to. And then that's fine. Like, I don't have a problem with it. But I don't know if I like it.
Dragus with a costly death wasn't looking ahead, and the enemy was perfectly positioned to zone him out from making the jump.
Oh, again!
Again.
Come on!
ChurchnSarge has got level 8 pretty much in its entirety. He's got only the first checkpoint, and then all of level 9. So it's still a very big lead for Dragus.
It seems to be switching back and forth. Like, after collecting this one, the top left is gonna be a jiggly path again. Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Going through the Vini Vidi Vici tunnel.
Yeah. This is definitely one of these 100 or 200 small little things all add up to determine the outcome of the race.
Yeah, it's not just level 18 in a puzzle game.
Nice spot there from Dragus that you can use the ledge climb to just get up here. That's one of those little things. Uh-oh. It's gonna use the iframes to just get through this guy. Okay. Has 5 ghosts, 6 ghosts.
The ghost party.
It's one haunted hallway.
They're all dancing.
Jump from ChurchnSarge. Oh, it gets caught in the second one. Then tries to iframe through, then misses the spikes. You don't want a ghost party in this game. The seed can.
Yeah. It reminds me of Factorio when you hover over something in that game. it like displays the isolated graphic of it. And sometimes it just looks really silly. When there's like just material coming in from nothing on the left and then material goes out to nothing on the right.
Sometimes video games, like if you're just holding right and you jump, you've got your jump arc, right? And then sometimes the game gives you an obstacle like this, and you can't stand back here for whatever reason. This is bad. So if you do your jump while holding right, you're gonna like crash into the wall. You know, you have to let your jump go up and then right. And it's just sort of giving you something to do with your jump. But it's I've noticed a couple times, sometimes players just sort of are not comfortable like letting go and repressing that right direction during a jump. It's like either all or nothing. And I've seen that trip up ChurchnSarge here or there.
Dragus having problems with this section in the bottom left. These two birds and the big bird, I guess, cycle, they don't line up right. You gotta jump over it now. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, but then the thwomp bird.
Tough checkpoint.
Oh,
It's not even, like, it's not trivial to get back there also.
It makes sense that it's birds because you're a seat.
Oh yeah, they want you.
And that was a crazy jump for Sarge to make through the gap, right? Of the birds and the big bird. Oh yeah.
I didn't think it was possible. You were like, you gotta go now, and I was like, no.
Yeah, but you kind of have to, because otherwise, like you could jump now like this.
Now, yeah.
Yeah, that works.
I don't like cycles that are desynced.
Yes, and then you gotta wait like 6 times. Because they're like desynced by one tile.
Cycles that don't reset when you die.
Yeah.
That seemed kind of perfect, but again, that thwomp.
Look out.
ChurchnSarge only 1 level back in this moment.
Oh, catch up. Yeah, the levels have been pretty linear and like easily digestible, you know? There's always like, oh, I'm going this way now. And then you just do it.
Though this level is giving Dragus some indigestion.
Indigestion.
Has lots of room to jump over, and now it's waiting. Nope. You could have maybe hit on the wall there, and I like the attempt. That was the only thing to do. There we go. Bring it home.
Church did the same jump.
Oh, nice. Okay, baits the thwomp, gets the checkpoint. Oh my god, you have to go back.
Easier.
Oh man, it is, but like, come on, this is not easy. You were saying, we were talking about the levels, right? And you were like, 25, that's a lot. And I was like, oh, I don't know. And you said they're gonna get harder. And I said, maybe. They got so much harder. I guess you kind of have to go through the... Maybe you can grab the bottom of these ledges. And go up through the top to avoid having to deal with the spikes. Because what's horrible about the spikes is that the peak of your jump does not nicely reach this height. Oh, there we go. It's going over the top. You would have to kill, let off the jump button just before the peak of your jump to get through those spikes, I think. Unfortunately died afterwards, so needs to do it again. It's not hard at all to get the height to go up that little chute. Reverse Santa Claus. Dragus is gonna have to do some jumping. Okay. And now here's ChurchnSarge also on 12. It's the same level, and yet they're kind of worlds apart because of the difficulty spike.
That seems easy enough. Oh. Is this me? Hello? Oh no. But OBS is still saying hello. I guess maybe my download is dead, but my upload is still working.
My feed from Maurice is frozen.
We're back.
Hello.
Let me refresh the stream so that we aren't behind.
Okay.
Ooh. We're on 240p for a bit there.
ChurchnSarge has got a ghost over here, so has made it pretty deep. Maybe orange is a little bit too. Let's go back to the yellow, I guess.
I got red.
Had one good attempt, at least. Checkpoint for Dragus on 13. Oh, ChurchnSarge already has the checkpoint on 12 at the start. Died 3 times. Dragus had like 10.
Catch up. Maybe just the cycles happened to work out. I was really confused because the top left wasn't how I remembered it to be, but yeah, I forgot the game is doing this level switch thing.
Dragus needs to get out of the way of this guy. This wide boy, and then you can hide there, yep. The game has not done anything rude. You pick up the checkpoint, the level switches, and it like drops you in a pit, look out! Like it hasn't done that. Oh, Dragus couldn't handle it.
I like these beetles, or whatever we decided they're called in Super Mario World. They just go in a circle.
Those are spinies. Which is what you said the whole time. But not what I was talking about. I was talking about Sparks
from the castle.
Debuted in Super Mario Bros. 2.
I guess, yeah. Also in the castle, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, church? Oh, I was really worried about that.
Yeah. Alright, one stage apart.
Yep. I mean, we have plenty to go.
Yeah. Did you see that? Dragus came down off the wall here and landed on this platform, and the slowness of the wall drag gave him a sense of like, oh, this is how fast I fall. So at this angle, I can just walk off this ledge and I'll land here. But no, the ledge slowed your fall. Actually was like, whoop, like didn't even get close.
What are we doing? Okay, we're doing that. That makes sense.
ChurchnSarge is trying to iframes through some spikes.
I like
it's not
it.
quite working out.
I like it. Do you think ChurchnSarge is unhappy about being unable to do the last level first?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's what we saw in... Oh, I forgot the name. The teleporting...
Kagami.
Oh yeah. Transform... God.
Yeah. It was a puzzle game, and ChurchnSarge elected to go to the last level. I think just to look at it. And then when he was looking at it, he was like, you know, I bet I could solve this. And it was like, why? It's gonna be the hardest one, probably. That was part of the appeal, I think, though. It was like, if I can do the hardest one,
Whoa.
the rest of it's gonna be easy. Oh, that counts?
I'm so surprised.
Well, they're both on 14. Dragus' current checkpoint, I think, is the top left, which is the first checkpoint.
Yeah, I think it's only one checkpoint ahead right now.
What? And there's the second for Dragus.
Okay, it's 2 checkpoints ahead right now.
The music is, it's very programmery. As in, like, I was pretty good at making a lot of things for my video game, but I needed music, so I fired up
Like a tracker.
a DAW or a tracker or something, yeah.
Oh, Church also tries walking off. Not a walk off.
Well, these guys, they love you. Gotta learn a little more. Oh, and takes the wide route, very smart. Just one set of spikes between Church and this checkpoint. Oh, cut it pretty close there. You should take everything I say about music with a gigantic grain of salt. I don't know what I'm talking. I don't know the language.
Yeah, I was reading like a blog post by Toby Fox, who very much knows the language, and he's talking about like, oh, I can't even repeat it, but it made me realize that music was a science.
Yeah. I think I've been paying attention enough to like stories in movies and games and in books and TV shows and stuff. So knowing the craft of how a story is put together and told, I feel like I can speak somewhat from a place of information and informativeness about stories in games, for example. But the music, it's all feel. I just either feel good or feel bad.
There's also something people say about Pixel. What's his name? Daisuke something something. The guy who made Cave Story. And when they remade Cave Story for Cave Story Plus, they were like, yeah, none of this music makes sense. You just kind of put new musics in the tracker, like you know that part in the Cave Story title theme, Grasstown, where it just suddenly starts jamming. Like it's just freestyling all over the place, and they were like, it works, but it makes absolutely no sense, and it was really hard to remix.
Funny. It does sound really good though.
Church needs to bait
Checkpoint.
these guys. A little more, maybe.
A little more? A little more.
Yeah.
Almost ended up with a sloppy kiss of death. Oh, just turned right too soon on those spikes. Dragus trying to use the edge of the screen as a wall to climb up, but sorry, there is no wall there. It's just a magic force.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing of mystery as well. Does the screen edge count for wall jumps? Or like stuff like that? Does the screen edge have like a wall above it? Or in this case, like the top edge? Is there a wall everywhere where there's a wall below the top of the screen?
Magic walls only.
Oh, Church is dying too much on his checkpoint. These are costly deaths because you gotta bait these stupid guys every time. Oh, a little bit hurrying, but
so
it works.
aggressive.
No!
Oh.
Man, we got no quotes whatsoever, apparently.
That's what I always say. Dwarf getting pinged multiple times. I think the quote they're looking for. God, what happened to me?
I don't know.
My voice is leaving. I gotta
Drink something.
I do. That's kind of the. Its music is. It's either easy or hard, depending on the situation.
Man, churches? This is not a checkpoint that should take you long. There's really only 3 parts to this, and the first one is a pure time waster, which is the worst kind of thing you want to see in a checkpoint. You'd lost like 10 lives to it by now.
Dragus had a very unnecessary jump on the top of the screen, and I was worried it was going to end up in spikes, but got that checkpoint okay.
Church, here we go. You land in the middle? You don't. Good choice. Ooh.
I did see... So, the top of the screen has a different property than regular walls here. Because a regular wall, you'll bump your head, bunk. But on the top of the screen, your jump arc will sort of stick to it until it comes down.
It will snap you to the top of the screen instead of resetting your momentum.
Yeah.
Like you're sliding, you're not colliding.
Mm-hmm.
In game dev terms. Whoa.
Oh. ChurchnSarge.
You're not allowed to stand on spikes. Oh, wait, what was that? Why did we die on the switch down there?
It's not a switch.
Is it not?
No.
Oh, it's an enemy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Chomp.
Oh no. Someone got chomped.
I think that might be the introduction of the enemy too, which is pretty rude.
Yeah, this is what you should be doing.
Yeah.
Lightning bolt. This time it's only
Honestly,
single one.
you can just hit this left wall and slide, and that's gonna reset your speed that you can just drop.
Oof. But that's the dangerous part.
Yeah.
No, Church, no, don't go there. I mean, it didn't even react. I don't even know if you can, like, trick it now. Because there was no reaction whatsoever.
Here we go.
I guess you can just run through.
Dragus on 17. This is 2 levels ahead now.
Yeah, has regained the lead.
Nice moves from Dragus. Checkpoint. Oh, you have to use this little cubby. You don't have. You could jump out just here, I think.
Yeah, and I think that's better. I wouldn't want to use the cubby.
The cubby is like okay though. Like you slide really slow once you are stopped and on a wall.
Yeah, you accelerate really slowly. Knock knock. Dragus is about to.
The plan.
The plan?
Are we gonna try to do that vodcast?
I will.
Looking like there won't be enough time for it, right?
It is looking like that.
Okay.
I was gonna ping them and ask them if they can delay for 30 minutes or whatever. But maybe that's asking much.
I have to try to find a tactical dinner break at some point.
Well, then we can take a break for 50 minutes.
Okay.
Everyone can have some dinner, but first this race needs to be decided. Dragus is extending the lead.
Once the levels got hard, I got excited because ChurchnSarge did that first checkpoint on the first hard level really quick. But it was met with some not so quick checkpoints afterwards.
Yeah. Like, look how many deaths we have here. One, two,
The ghosts are overlapping so
1, 2,
hard that
3.
they look solid.
there's a 4, there's a 5 and a 6 here, there's a 7. And then there's like another 20 or so here.
It's like, yeah, how many are in there? You can't even tell.
It's a lot of deaths on this checkpoint.
It's just kind of uncomfortable with the way you stick to walls, I think.
Yes. Yes.
I see that Church would like come in and come here, and you want to just slide down, but like would pop off the wall and be like, whoa, 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 like it's not good. You need to have the confidence in the little moves like that, and it's not there, and it seems like it won't be there. You know, like 30 minutes into a race, if it's not there, it's like, uh-oh.
What if you die so much that the whole screen is filled with ghosts and you can't see anything anymore?
I don't think we're gonna be there that long.
Oh,
Oh, that was so close to good. That's really high up. That was even higher than before, I think.
I mean, can you not do this?
You can. Is that easier?
Maybe? I mean, we've died 4 times on the spike already. Oh, just jump straight? Okay, that works.
Oh, there we go.
Oh no!
Oh, overran it.
We've done that already.
Yeah.
There's 2 guys over here having a party.
How's Dragus doing? Looks like we got a pretty monstrous early checkpoint. Could this be a... Whoa, didn't look ahead!
Okay, Church. Yeah, finally.
Let's see. Oh, nice.
Checkpoint.
I've seen that a couple times from Dragus. Is so focused on the one jump in front that is not looking at the enemy that's next. There we go. Spots it this time. Oh, it's gonna stall there. Okay.
That was good.
Checkpoint.
That was good, like, wall sticking control.
Yeah.
I don't like wall sticking games that require you to control that. I don't know, it never feels right to me. It's not the really tight platforming that this game advertised there to be.
Yeah, considering the ways that I've seen the players struggle with like a thing that it feels like they shouldn't be. I go, I think the game is sort of letting them down a little bit.
Like, sticking to walls, especially in Meat Boy, feels really bad. Like,
have you played Dust Force?
A little bit.
That's got an extremely unique way of interacting with walls. This game kind of reminds me of it a little bit.
These things are gonna go off cycle at the bottom and then go back into the cycle. It's kind of annoying. Because right now everything's fine, but if we die like 2 more times or something... Oh, why go up? Oh, maybe up makes sense so you can bait the guy. Oh, never mind. Yeah, see, now they're lined up and now you gotta wait. Like an idiot.
Yeah. Just do the jump.
Oh my god.
We've done that jump before. We ain't afraid of no jump. Oh, going up over the top. Maybe not strictly necessary, I think. I have to keep restarting the word when it catches in my throat, and I'm like, nope, that's not gonna sound right if I just keep saying. Let me back up and actually say the word this time with my throat. I was gonna say there's this, I think you could wall jump around.
Yeah.
But the walls have been weird for the players, and I think if they can interact with them less, that's what they're gonna do. 15 cleared for ChurchnSarge, but is now 4 levels behind.
Music changed.
Oh. I've seen this a number of times. just jumping up too high. You can control your jump height. The paste bin goes out of its way to make it clear that you can control your jump height, but the players are just a little bit uncomfortable with doing that. Look at all these ghosts here.
Yeah,
Church
you can't see anything. Okay, baiting them makes sense, I think. So now you want to go...
A little longer? Perfect.
Yeah, you gotta go in a way that you can immediately exit again.
Yeah. Okay, just a couple spikes. Even full jumps are okay here. Checkpoint.
There's some good racers in this race, and honestly I expected clears by now. I'm surprised we're not done with the game yet.
Does it get harder? Oh, Dragus. It's not easy to go to level out. Once you start jumping... Oops. Oh boy, it's stuck falling on me now. Okay. If you jump... There's that first finish, by the way.
Yeah.
And now you just want to land on this platform right here, right? The players' jump arcs, more often than not, end up looking like this.
Yeah, this is the Trump jump in Super Mario Maker. Jumping between two spikes like that, it's pixel perfect. It's very famous. Well, infamous, I guess.
I don't think this one's pixel perfect, but...
It has the same issue of you have to completely stop your sideways momentum.
Yeah. And you can. I've seen the players do that on their jump arcs, but it takes time or something? Like, I just watched ChurchnSarge do this, like... It seems like when you stop holding left, your guy doesn't stop moving left. He drifts a little bit.
Yeah. Air friction is low.
And so if you're trying to line up here, right, and you let go here, or whatever, he like drifts to here, and they're like, oh, I need to press right, and that introduces an impulse of speed that moves him like all the way back here. And that's why we get this movement from the players. Dark purple, not a good choice for drawing in the middle of the screen, but hopefully that was clear.
Took me a while to even understand you started drawing.
No, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I feel like the game controls are not as tight as the paste bin advertised them to be.
And not as tight as you want them to be to navigate these levels.
Yeah, like there's so much like we saw ChurchnSarge overshoot a platform after climbing the side. There's all this sidewards momentum business. There's the weird the sticking to wall business. How long do you stick to the wall until you're no longer at the wall? How low is your momentum?
That is not a good death from Dragus. Was just standing on this platform, waited for the thwomp to come down, and then just like wiggled right into the spikes. And it's like, why? It's something about the controls is just not agreeing with the players. Kind of figured out the muscle memory to tap and fall through the first set of spikes. There's the checkpoint. And the end of the level in sight.
But ChurchnSarge is getting like spawn camped at this point. Okay, there we go. Words common.
Now, is he programmed to stop there, or did the spike stop him?
I think the spike.
Interesting, because there's other enemies who can go through spikes.
Church, stand over here. No!
Yeah.
We
There's
saw
an earlier level demonstrated that.
Yes.
So will they, like, if you are, like, I don't know, here, are they gonna see you just because you're on the same row?
Maybe? Maybe there's like a maximum, because I think when we jumped down here they weren't moving.
Okay.
But maybe they were. I mean, I don't think it really matters in this case.
Dragus holding left to dodge the first set of spikes. The right input to dodge the second one didn't come out. But that's only like halfway to the checkpoint.
Yeah, the game's gotten harder.
Harder and harder. Can you walk off here? I don't think so, so I like the jump. Okay, don't do a full jump. Okay, did a full jump from close enough that it got through.
The arc was after the spike.
Yeah.
Apex.
Seems half beastie, having just played the game, agrees with a lot of our comments about the controls.
That was well done by Dragus.
Look at how many ghosts ChurchnSarge has on this top set of spikes. Oh, almost. It's been that, right? Is
and there's another
approaching
one.
this like this, and it keeps going too high.
And then you have a second one right here.
Yeah. Just fall off the wall. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Well, but not if you stick to the wall so late that you don't have time to fall off.
Yeah. If you're on the wall and you're not moving, you barely go anywhere when you slide down. But if you're falling full speed and you just started touching the wall, it's going to take you a while to slow down. Well, looks like this is a win for Tester Internet Original. I think he said way back when at the start of this thing he had a 42-minute time. I played that game a little bit when I would test something. I would be like, how did they do? How did I do? And that's how I know I wouldn't be very good at Mystery Tournament.
Well, you beat me in some game, didn't you? Which game was it?
That one game, Shove It the Warehouse game for the Super Nintendo.
I don't even... Wait. Did the level glitch out for Church? Look at this guy.
What's going on with that guy? Dude, he's not resetting on the checkpoint.
Whoa, he moved.
He's gone. Please do not do that again. I feel like this race has probably been frustrating enough for the racers.
Yeah, don't want the level to suddenly glitch out.
So Dragus, I think, yeah, is going to use the ceiling stick mechanic off the top of the screen to do this big jump over these two guys.
I honestly kind of like that. It seems like an accidental mechanic, but I think it's cool that you have two different jumps like that.
Now, is the edge of the screen is not a wall for climbing. Does it slow you down when you try to stick to the edge of the screen?
I would say no.
Yeah. Which is bad for this section.
Yep.
You would love to use that left wall. Well, we don't have to worry about that section anymore. We are seeing these guys being very excited about ChurchnSarge way over here on the level.
Oh my god.
Oh. I see Church is pressing into the wall on the way up from the jump, and that's stopping his upward momentum. Past it now, though. We can see Dragus as a ghost right in front of the final checkpoint jump.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Ooh.
okay.
You really zoom across the platform when you climb it. Ah, again.
You want to be lower. You want to your full jump height is like this tall or something. So you want to be wall jumping like basically off the bottom. Yeah, purple's not a good color either. Pink. Pink never lets me down. High. Too high. Still a 4-level gap. It's gonna be pretty hard for ChurchnSarge to close this.
Whoa, what?
Oh!
It's still like over here.
Yep.
And
It's
not
an advanced Jorf.
not like a little bit like this. No, it was fully in the spikes.
I could not see him even. I thought the only reason I couldn't see him was because he must be dead, but then... Oh my god, look at this Dragus
imagine.
sprint through.
Maybe you can like jump and get like a corner boost.
I mean, the ghosts are edging out a little bit somehow, sometimes.
I like the attempt, at least. Like, just try this for a few seconds, see if you can cheese a huge
Is it
checkpoint.
even good? You have to get this checkpoint over here eventually.
Oh, that's true.
That might be bad. I've not kept an eye on Dragus. Have they sort of zeroed in on the correct height?
Well,
for
let's
this
see.
wall jump?
Coming up on it right
Whoop,
now.
The game gave Dragus a little bit of forgiveness the first time.
Yeah, was
and then
halfway in
was
the spike.
Immediately taken for granted the second time.
Oh, it's coming. Wait, this thing moves around the whole level?
Well, which thing?
On ChurchnSarge, there's these two guys who just run around the whole thing.
Oh. Yeah, I guess so.
It's so long.
They're like going... They're halfway apart, and there's one guy like going the opposite direction? No, they're all the same direction. It's
No.
just such a winding path.
Yeah, but they're not equally spaced, I think.
Impossible to say. But I think you're right. Is not even caring about skill on this first climb. Is like, my iframes are gonna get me through or they're not, and we're just gonna keep pulling the lever on the slot machine until they do.
How do you get past this thing? You wait for it to go top, and then you go. Oh, the bird is in the way. Oh, and you can't go now. You can go in the little cubby and wait there. No, don't go now! Oh. Right, and now it's like, you know, what I was talking about a lot, this MT. Risk-reward assessment. You change how risky you go towards the... Like, the closer you get to the next checkpoint in the game.
Oh, I like that. Church had this fall here, and was like, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna jump and catch this, and use this to go around the safe way.
I think we have to go up, actually.
You're right. We do gotta go up.
Dragus has died at least 4 times on the final jump.
I think it's more. One time already hurts. Oh, look, look, look. It's jumping just like straight up. And it's being like, how high is this? Yeah. Yeah, look. Even the very bottom is like almost too high. Aw, clipped the corner. And couldn't react to that happening. I don't think I could.
I mean, you can control your jump height, right? So you don't have to do a full jump.
Yeah. You might have to. Unless you're jumping off like the very bottom of the corner here.
Both players will get no time bonus when finishing the level. Oh, that looked pretty good. Yeah, Dragus is experimenting. Yeah, perfect.
Nice.
Ouch, didn't expect that one to run around the block.
Look at, I missed this earlier from ChurchnSarge. That's a heartbreaker.
This game is like, sometimes we wish a game has level numbers. This game goes even further and it has like death markers.
Yeah.
It's the perfect game for lazy commentators who are not paying attention.
I'm very actively paying attention to one player.
Yeah.
Drinking in all of the information. Then I switch perspective and find someone as advanced while I wasn't looking. Oh. Just pop off. No jump.
Oh,
yes.
the bird. And no, the other bird is coming. Okay, abort.
Back up.
Yeah.
It's good. Let it go. Okay, drops off.
Yeah, that was good.
Checkpoint. There's 22, 23, 24, and 25 left to go for Dragus.
Yeah, 4 levels.
Add on 19, 20, 21 for ChurchnSarge. Each of which has basically been harder than the last. Clear.
This level is very enemy spammy.
Yeah, this is, you almost need to like unfocus your eyes from whatever jump you're trying to make and just sort of keep track of where everything is. One thing I like to talk about with these like single screen arcade games is trying to just sort of mentally keep track of, or like rely on your peripheral vision to have a sense of where every enemy in the level is and how it may move and what areas they're going to make dangerous in 4 seconds when they move there. And there's so many enemies here that we're approaching that level. You kind of can't make a jump without having to worry about where the enemy is on the landing of the next jump. But we're through the worst of it. Just this one little guy down here.
Okay, but you want to jump over him on the first cross, I think. It still works, but it felt a little more dangerous. Oh, big bird. Nice. Hiding in the ceiling. Oh, that's awkward. But you can probably do something like jump down here.
Yeah. I think that was the plan, honestly. Just it was a little bit off.
I think it's trying to make it this kind of business.
Oh.
Which will also work, but that's where like the untightness of the game controls hurts you.
You don't really want to walk off here. I think the spikes are going to get you. So you have to jump. So this guy above is going to be like coming down.
Yeah, you gotta be fast.
You gotta be fast.
I mean, maybe there won't be any time for you to eat if this race goes another 30 minutes.
Yeah, maybe. It's tough, man. ChurchnSarge gets past the chompers. Oh, got a little too close to bait out the thwomp. Shrambles is attempting to do a for sale baby shoes never worn style joke here in the chat. Ghost image over spike, final jump. Oh, ChurchnSarge just landed here and just jumped into these spikes.
Didn't expect to jump as high, maybe?
But we've been playing for an hour. You don't think that's how high you jump?
Also, there's like 3 ghosts already on that spike.
Yeah, man. But I was assuming those were like him when he tried to do this or something.
Maybe.
I think what really happened was that Church tried to not do a full height jump, and that didn't happen.
But even the lowest jumps we've seen are too high, I think.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how much control you have over your jumps. Maybe the Paceman points it out because it's very minor and you might think you can't at all. Checkpoint for ChurchnSarge.
Checkpoint for Dragus. On to the final checkpoint of this level. 2 more levels after this.
Oh, he's gonna jump up in between? That can work.
Can you jump high enough?
Yeah. You can jump 3 tiles, right?
I think so.
1, 2, 3. That was horrible.
2.5.
Drawing. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, you have to. There's no other way to get there, even.
Yeah. Oh, this looks bad.
Yeah.
You could grab this ledge.
I don't think so.
I think you can.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's good, but you could. There it is. Excellent. Sorry, I was looking at the commentator vision.
It's fine, it's fine.
1 second ahead.
You just knew it was gonna be good.
At least it wasn't like 13 seconds ahead or behind or whatever the heck happened that other time.
I think you were behind one time.
They are beating the game, so 25 could be one of those thanks for playing levels.
I didn't even consider that, you're right. I don't think so. Just because this level doesn't look like anything special.
Yeah.
If this had like a, I don't know, like a throne room... actually! Now that I do think about it, the first level had the tree. It's like a graphic.
Oh yeah.
So maybe, yeah. Maybe the last level would just be you enter... whatever, your seat, so I guess you enter the ground.
You just have to find the right spot.
Yeah. You collected all these water drops, now you're ready.
The life of a seed. ChurchnSarge at the precipice of greatness. No. Actually has died that way a number of times. The ghost on top of the spike is quite filled in. And then there's one even on the very topmost spike, which really sucks, because that really shouldn't have happened, right? You can just stand here.
Yeah, you can just jump into the ceiling.
And then do a full top right, and you're going to hit the ceiling and then the wall. Like, you just hold upright.
Oh, what? No!
No! No!
I mean, I get it, you know, like, oh, I gotta go fast, but no, you don't. You gotta, you don't save 0.5 seconds by going for a thing that costs you another minute.
In a race that's already an hour long.
Yeah, now you can hold left. I love the noise between levels, by the way.
It's an aggressive score countdown.
Yeah.
Dragus falling really fast to get into the cubby to dodge the enemy. Nicely done. About to have a new PB towards the checkpoint. I can feel it. Okay, sorry. You can tell I wasn't ahead on that one. Maybe you thought I was, and you were like, oh, he's gonna make it. No, he did not. Gonna be a quick checkpoint for ChurchnSarge on 20.
Looking good for Dragus here.
It's a little bit scary. There's a lot of spikes, but
Oh, this is scary drop. Nice. Well
letting
done.
off of the directional pad and just trusting that while it is gonna drift a little bit, it is gonna stop.
Maybe also like counter strafe a little bit.
I think that's gonna introduce a whole impulse, like a big kick to the opposite direction.
You think? That
I
it
think that
just
I think
makes
that's
it bad in
what
the other
explains
direction.
what I've seen. Yeah, I think that explains some of the zigzagging I'm seeing.
Oh, didn't expect to stick to the ceiling that much. Oh, bird. Okay. Oh, big bird.
It's a good reaction, but again, was not thinking completely ahead.
Oh, beautiful.
This doesn't look so bad. Wait for the bird.
This might
I
be
mean,
it.
I guess the ending's a little sticky.
Might be it.
24. What is level 25?
Oh, it's a
a
level.
whole ass level. Look at this thing. Look at these birds. You gotta use the middle cubby.
Yeah.
Lot of ghosts right here. Lot of ghosts. This
Graveyard.
is ChurchnSarge is very aware of the iframes after respawning, and sometimes is saving mental energy to just be like, whatever. Eventually, the cycle will line up. Oh, Dragus was in a tough spot. Not a good jump. And that's a checkpoint. ChurchnSarge on this, I think it's the third checkpoint on 20. Or like, I guess it's like the third leg from the second checkpoint. Oh, you gotta go fast here, Dragus. That guy's gonna loop around. I guess you don't have to go very fast at all. It's fine. Whoa. Skipping multiple chances to slow. Actually, wait. Not true. This edge of the screen, you cannot use to slow fall. So you kind of have to go like fast, slow, fast, slow. I think there's a decent chance if I was playing this, I would have counted on the wall, the edge of the level slowing me down, and just held left, and just went like, you're bang, dead. hour, 7 minutes.
It's been a good while.
Perhaps the player's kind of running out of patience a little bit, too.
I've seen ChurchnSarge running out of patience 30 minutes ago. Alright, Church. Nice, good dodge, good dodge. Gotta bait this thing once more, I think. Oh, goes before. Oh, that worked really well. I wasn't seeing that.
Checkpoint. Meanwhile, Dragus, the final fall. Oh no. Just for that checkpoint.
Yeah, the door is top right. So, 2 more checkpoints. Well, 1 more checkpoint and the door. Beautiful noise.
5 levels for ChurchnSarge, half a level for Dragus. The final climb. Oh, sorry, thwomped.
Get thrown.
Well, I don't think any of this music is stellar. Credit to having like many different tracks for all of its levels.
Yeah. Alright, final climb. And it's not even much. It's like 6 enemies.
Oh,
it's fine.
You slip back down, that's fine.
Wait for the other bird. Never mind. Oh, that was well done. Past these guys. All the way up there.
Easy.
And it's a clear.
109.31.
When the Don slider, that's what I call it in the code, the thing that shows you the time and first or second or forfeit. When it's like this long, you know it's been a grueling race.
The seed does plant itself in just the right spot, by the way.
Nice. I don't know if this is the right spot for a seed, but you gotta like cover it in dirt, right?
Yeah, someone needs to help it out. 300 deaths.
Wow, it's like that movie. They don't all die in the movie.
They don't. There's like
10 of them
1
go
or
back
2.
home. Well, the 10 of them are like the messengers or something. The blonde
and
guy.
They come back with 10,000.
Yeah.
And the forfeit.
I
Been a long
can
day.
understand it.
Dragus's comment would not describe jump height as being controllable. I thought it was strange that the Paceman went out of its way to mention it.
Oh no, where's my rainwave?
We gotta hear the Lion Gate of Fear.
Rainwave! Do a thing! Woo! Whoa! There it is.
Go. Got both racers who are ready to talk. Alright, we're joined by our players. Hello, ChurchnSarge.
Hello.
And hello, Dragus.
Hello.
That was long and it was difficult.
Yeah.
Yes. It looked like the game wanted very precise movements, and then the controls made that a little bit difficult in a variety of little ways.
Yeah, I think the difference between max jump and minimum jump was nothing, practically. You have to control her jump height. How?
Yeah, we were kind of wondering sometimes, like, why jump all the way into those spikes? That was not good. Why did you do that? And it's eventually became clear that, like, maybe it's not a very controllable jump.
Yeah, it felt at times where I was like, oh, this is definitely like a small jump, and then I just maxed the jump. It's like, okay, well, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
The way that you sort of slip up onto ledges, I feel like a number of times you didn't expect it to happen, and then, you know, you'd still be holding a direction or whatever, and you'd walk off a ledge or something.
Yeah, this is one of those, you just hold a little bit and you just fly too much.
Trying to stop to fall straight down also looked difficult. It looked like you kind of drift a little bit and then come to a stop.
I don't believe that that is possible. Every single time I attempted it, I would jump off of the wall to my death. So, if it's possible, I never figured out how to do it.
Was that 23 that just had that one gap in the middle that you had the wall jump from?
Oh, I truly don't remember.
Like,
The levels all
level
blur together.
16 or something? No, it might have been 17. Maybe 17 was the one I was stuck on for like ever.
I mean, it felt like every level had a thing that someone got stuck on for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Past a certain point.
There was a point... Was one of my ghosts bugged? Because I feel like there was a point where the ghost wasn't moving, and it didn't move until I died on it.
Yes, that one enemy ghost just like got pegged into the ground a little bit, and it was camping you super hard. That we were like, is it soft lock? What do we do?
I was confused for a while. I was like, I guess I didn't go for it.
It was a big relief when that guy went back up. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think the game has promise and would be enjoyable to somebody who was better at this kind of game. I was very friendly.
Yeah, I think it would be fun to speed run where you had you were like muscle memory, and like you had a route and you knew that like, oh, the way that the jumps work, we need to do it like this and hold right for this many frames or something. I think then it could look pretty smooth and fun.
It's interesting you bring that up, because at some point I felt like I had one of the levels down to that, and in a speedrun sense, that's awesome. But when you're doing it casually, that gets me so frustrated. Because I was
Just
like,
to get through.
Yeah, I'm nailing this segment really well. This sucks. I hate it.
Oh, I was gonna wonder, this was a long race, right? Did you find it difficult to like be patient towards the back half of the race?
Yeah, I was getting impatient.
It was definitely frustrating with the long checkpoints. It wasn't even... I did not realize how long the race had been going on. I was so busy just going like, I have to go all the way back there again.
Yeah. And a whole bunch of, you just gotta wait for enemies to do their thing.
Yeah, a lot of cycles. Sometimes they're like slightly mismatched too.
Yeah.
Well, it was tough.
There's
just know
definitely
that it
one
was-
where it's like, there is one section with like 4 enemies on one spot. It's like, what am I supposed to do to get around?
Yeah, we were we have these racers who like to join a lot of the races. Half BC, so much fast, and they generally do extremely well. And so when like 35 minutes rolled around and we were like, neither of those two is finished. Like this is that was when we realized how difficult this was going to be. So don't feel too bad, and well done on toughing it out the way that you did. This was a Lizards match, I believe.
Yep.
So this was an elimination for you, ChurchnSarge. How was it coming back to Mystery Tournament?
What I expected. I don't expect to do well, but I expect to have fun along the way, so it was nice to play a few matches.
Nice. Dragus Cloud, you move on. You pick up another win. You are, what, 2-2? 3-2?
Of total matches?
For this tournament. Total, you're 3-8. So I think you've improved there for sure this time.
Pretty sure I have one loss this tournament technically.
Yeah. You've got 1 loss and now 2 wins. You're 2 and... Oh, wow, you're right. I was saying 2 at the end. That doesn't make
He's like-
sense. You're not eliminated. That's why you were confused. I apologize. 2 and 1 is what you are. Which is a great start. Well, best of luck down there in the Lizards bracket. It's a long road
Yeah.
to get out of there. And thank you so much to both of you for coming out and racing, coming to talk to us.
Yeah, thank you so much for putting this on and hosting.
Thank you as well.
All right. Coming up next is a 20-minute break. I gotta go get my food. Maurice, what are you gonna do?
I have like an idea
Okay.
what to do. I will entertain for 20 minutes.
All right, ChurchnSarge, Dragus, you're welcome to. You're free to go. Maurice has got something in mind. I guess if you want to stick around, maybe you could. It depends what Maurice's plan is.
I'm going to head out.
All right, thank you very much.
We'll also be heading out. Thank you again, and I'll see some of you in a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. See you then.
Take care.